This level of sanctimonious idiocy fits perfectly into China's plan to dominate the Pacific. It sees the West as a culture that is imploding under its own self-indulgent freedoms and self-imposed divisions. China's main ally, Russian President Vladimir Putin, said it succinctly this week.
Look at what they've done to their own people. They're destroying family, national identity. They are abusing their children. Even pedophilia is announced as a normal thing in the West. And they're recognizing same-sex marriages. That's fine. They're adults. They've got the right to live their life. And we always were very tolerant about this in Russia. Nobody is trying to enter private lives of people, and we're not going to do this. However, we need to tell them, but look at the scriptures of any religion in the world. Everything is said in there. And one of the things is that family is a union of a man and a woman.
In 1999, two Chinese corporals, Qiao Liang and Wang Jiangshui, wrote a book that clearly outlines the war China is now waging against the West. Make no mistake, just because no shots have been fired or blood shed doesn't mean the war hasn't already started. Liang and Jiangshui correctly observed that the West sees war as being determined by military and technological prowess. They acknowledged that for most of history this has been the dominant and most successful approach to conflict. But not anymore. Their book, Unrestricted Warfare, says that in the future war will not be confined to the battlefield. That, quote, the boundaries lying between the two worlds of war and non-war, of military and non-military, will be totally destroyed. Unquote. For example, they went on, quote, a single man-made stock market crash, a single computer virus invasion, or a single rumour or scandal that results in a fluctuation in the enemy country's exchange rates or exposes the leaders of an enemy country on the internet, all can be included in the ranks of new concept weapons, unquote. That was written in 1999. China has since added the COVID virus to that list, probably its most successful salvo in the war so far, by releasing a mostly harmless virus and then setting a brutally harsh example for its response, which was to lock down entire cities and nations for the better part of 2 years. It tricked the West into the worst self-inflicted economic and social harm we have seen since at least World War II. But if COVID was deliberate, why wouldn't they simply release an actual lethal virus, which they are probably capable of doing? Well, again, this is a different kind of war. Liang and Jiangshui say unrestricted warfare is waged using what they call kinda weapons. These weapons, quote, strike at the enemy's nerve centre directly without harming other things, giving us numerous new options for achieving victory. The best way to achieve victory is to control, not kill, unquote. Do we need any more evidence that the Chinese are controlling us already? How far has the CCP penetrated the West? Is it, for example, somehow responsible for the train derailment in Ohio on February 3, which released a mushroom cloud of toxic vinyl chloride into the air and potentially contaminated significant amounts of drinking water? What information did its spy balloon manage to gather while it floated over the United States in late January and early February? And why did Joe Biden wait a week to shoot it down? Is Joe Biden more loyal to the Chinese Communist Party, with whom his son Hunter has had many corrupt dealings, than he is to the people of the United States? How much is Chinese technology, including our mobile phones, spying on us and our governments and financial institutions? Whatever the answers, these are the kind of questions the CCP wants us to ask ourselves because they add to the paranoia of the West. The strategists behind the unrestricted war must be laughing at how easy we've made it for them.